Hey, what is going on with it once again? Bros, women, bronies, and pegasisters, especially you guys. All the My Little Pony fanboys and fangirls like me. This is the one, the only, of course, Mr. Nintendo Sony Free 2011 aka Criticism Guide 2009, and of course, Nintendo Anime Manga Guide 360, back again with another video, especially made for you guys, and definitely especially made to shout out to Crimson Hooves. I've been working on this thing for about a good 2 weeks now. It's about, I think, October 14th, 15th, the middle of this month. It is officially Halloween, so happy Halloween if you celebrate that. I personally don't really celebrate it, but you know what? What the fuck ever. It is what it is. So without further ado, shout out to you, Mr. Crimson Hooves. This is for you. You've been wanting me to read this fanfic for a while, and I actually found out that you were actually the one that read this. And I don't want to be like real harsh or anything like that, and I'm really sorry about the noise in the background. It's not just the dogs, it's Halloween, so I might have a couple of trick-or-treaters around. Like, I'm not going to open the door for nothing because I don't celebrate it personally myself. I did when I was little, obviously, but not when I'm older now. But anyways, there's that. And, oh yeah, side note, some of my roommates went out to this party. I didn't feel like going though because I was starting to feel under the weather this past Wednesday, so I might be a little sick. Not really super sick, but I don't know, I've been having the sneezes for a while, the sniffs, or sniffles. So yeah, without further ado, let's begin. So this is, oh yeah, and it took me about 2 weeks to like re-edit some of this artwork and shit like that, so you'll probably see the difference. Shout out to everyone that made these pictures, because I don't own any of these pictures or any of these artworks. The people that made it belong to respectful owners. So all these artworks I'm showing you, they're not mine at all. All the credit goes to those artists that actually created and took their time and effort to make these pictures. So none of these are mine. Oh, and there's like a Pokemon reference in here, so you'll see it in the middle of this fan fiction story. So The Blessing of the Moon by Crimson Hooves, or aka Jimmy, whatever his name was, I think. Yeah, Crimson Hooves, yeah. And then I think his name was Jimmy Hooves too. I'm not sure. Yeah, Jimmy Hooves. So he actually has 2 usernames. So I'll put his link down in the description box below. I actually found out he has a YouTube channel, so I will be putting his YouTube channel down below as well. And the site that I got this from is whatpad.com, so check it out. I'll put all the links down below. So if you're interested, check them out and have a look at it. It was the hottest day of the summer. Trixie was walking out of Ponyville. She was heading towards the Everfree Forest to go see Sakura. Sakura was at a hut. She was at her hut. When Sakura told her about, and I'm sorry about that, that's probably going to be going on for a little while. Alright, so yeah, when Sakura was at her hut, she was told about the legend of the Blood Prince. The legend goes on the night of the Blood Prince moon, and when the Timberwolves attacked the chosen mare, the Blood Prince comes to save her and to make her, the filly, his bride. Trixie headed into the Ponyville. On the way, she ran into Rarity. Trixie said, "Rarity, I'm hungry. Are you hungry?" Rarity said, "Yes, darling, I am." I'm not going to do any of the voice acting either, you know. I'm just saying. I'm not really in the mood right now. They headed to Sugar Cube Corner, and suddenly, out of nowhere, Pinkie popped out and said, "Hi, Trixie and Rarity. What can I get you today?" And Trixie said, "I don't know. How about the apple pie and ice cream?" Pinkie Pie said, "Went into the pieces an apple pie and started some ice cream for Rarity." Trixie then ate the pie and the ice cream and paid Pinkie Pie and left headed to Fluttershy's house. Trixie went back to Fluttershy's cottage, which I have to change the picture real quick. Went to Fluttershy's cottage, okay, to see if she could stay the night, and Fluttershy agrees. Trixie comes inside and then sat her saddlebags down and sat down on the couch. That night, Trixie falls into a deep sleep where she dreams that she was attacked by Timberwolves, but before she got eaten up, and I might have to re-edit this video and probably put 2 parts. Sorry about the misconception down there. And every night, alright, yeah, she used to stay at Fluttershy's for 3 weeks, and every night she had the same bad dream. That night, she had the same dream, but this time before the Timberwolves got her a blue alicorn stallion with red mane and tail with her with the red on the edges of her wings, and Red Moon, Cutie Mark, grabbed her out of the Timberwolf's claws. The morning Trixie went to Golden Oak's library to Princess Twilight Sparkle. She went to tell her about what happened, and went to tell Zecora to tell her and ask her about her dreams and what they meant to Twilight. And then she said, I don't know the answer. Suddenly Rainbow Dash and Applejack walked in, and Applejack said Rainbow Dash was flying over Zecora's hut and sees some pony ransacking Zecora's hut, and Zecora's gone missing. They went to the door. Thank you and goodbye, Twilight and Trixie. And then she walked out. So Twilight Sparkle headed back to Zecora's hut. But anyways, there goes that picture right there. Headed back to Zecora's hut. Here we go. And then the hut was trashed and Zecora was gone. So Trixie went out to look for Zecora. Trixie found Zecora getting attacked by 2 Timberwolves. Trixie started shooting magic out of her horn, and then the magic blinded the Timberwolves as long enough to save Zecora to run away from safety. Suddenly, Timberwolves knocked on Trixie down to the ground. Out of nowhere, a giant bolt of magic totally turned the Timberwolves' ashes, and the red and blue alicorn stallions floated down out into the night sky. Crimson Moon went to go check on Trixie and to see if she was okay. He used his magic to teleport them to the Golden Oaks Library, where he was introduced himself to the librarian, which was Twilight, of course. And they talked until he escorted her home, where she soon had some sleep. She was sound asleep and dreaming of her mystery rescuers and hoping to get better acquainted with him. And of course, 2 years later, after the attack by the Timberwolves, Crimson and Trixie was so happy that they fell in love. They were walking in the streets of Canterlot, and Crimson pulled a ring from his finger pocket and... intermission. And asked Trixie to marry him, and she said, yes, I will marry you. That summer, they got married into the castle, and Luna ended up having those 2 ponies engage with each other. They married the 2 lovers. Okay, and then after that, Trixie and the Crimson Whoops went to their honeymoon in the heart of Saddle Arabia. And I got advertisement there, because I'm actually reading this from my phone. Where they stayed until the springtime, before they stood returning back to Ponyville. They actually spent their time spring before Ponyville. Alright. Trixie and Crimson were living in Ponyville until Discord kidnapped Trixie, and Crimson went to Golden Oaks Library to tell Twilight what had happened. And what is the mystery here? That's the one I read it myself. Every force in the background for the win. You know, at least I tried. Alright, well, where was I? Okay, yeah. To tell Twilight it happened. Then Twilight said, let's go get the elements of harmony together. They went to Canterlot to see Princess Celestia and Princess Luna to ask where they should start looking for Discord's hideout. Princess Celestia said, look into the Everfree Forest to the far east of the forest. And Twilight said, thank you, Princess Luna and Princess Celestia. When they got back to the Everfree Forest, Discord had set up traps for them. Luckily, no one was hurt or injured. They finally found out that in the cave that Discord had hid out, that they were very dark, spooky, extremely evil-looking creatures, such as... and you guys see this. Bam! Yeah, I hope you like that, too. Such as bats, snakes, scorpions, and giant pony-eating spiders. But they had to be beaten all by turning them into ashes. Oh, that's cool. They were destroyed by turning into ash. That's what he meant. When they got to where Discord was at, he made his army of the undead pony zombies attack the elements of harmony, but Crimson used his big ball of magic and incinerated them all. And Discord said, oh, for goodness sake, why do you all ponies always just get in my way? Why don't you just give up? And they all said, we will never give up. Trixie, she is our friend. Alright. Discord was so mad that he ended up yelling, "I am Discord, master of chaos. I don't care if you're King Sombra or whatever. You will not hurt my friends or my wife," Crimson said. Alright. Crimson said. Oh, that's what he said. Oh, mistake error right there. I'm making a shit ton of mistakes here. I'm still really rusty on these fan fictions, so I'm probably going to be like that for about 2 years. Woo! Okay. He said, "Okay, Twilight, I think now is the time for our big finish move." Twilight said, "You're right. Okay, girls, are you ready?" They all said, "We are ready." Crimson made his horn and eyes glow blood red, and the others willing to help with the elements of harmony. Both turned Discord into stone, and then turned Discord into a normal alicorn, which was kind of weird, but whatever. I'm not going to question it. Crimson freed Trixie from the magical cage, and they all went back to the Canterlot Castle for a huge party celebration. 3 months later, Crimson and Trixie had 2 fowls together. Beautiful fillies, which were named Strawberry Rose and Blazing Moon. Over the years, the foals got stronger, smarter, and even a lot more intellectual in the arts of magic and flying. Their teachers were Twilight Sparkle and Rainbow Dash. Both twins became powerful and fast, and now they were the ones who had trained soldiers in the Starlight National Guard. Of course, it's the equivalent of the U.S. Army Nation. Awesome stuff. Good creativity, my friend. Really good creativity. They soon became known far and wide as great champions for truth and justice, and loved and revealed and revered by all who knew them. Equestria's newest and upcoming heroes was so famous that even the monsters and the villains had come out to the shadows just to be challenged to the 2 twin alicorns. They all ended up being evil. Okay. That came out Alright. That came before them, but all his cries made a grown stallion cry. Little foals had nightmares, and the mare's gone to the same. His name was King Sombra. And of course, King Sombra, everyone knows, looks like this, but I got a couple fan arts too, so shout out to the people that made that. He was the biggest, meanest, nastiest, guiltiest unicorn of all. Trying to put enthusiasm, hopefully you like it. Alright. And then, Fall of Equestria. His evil was known in the Equestria worldwide. King Sombra soon heard one of their names of fame, and was jealous of them as they were getting a lot more publicity than he had wanted, and decided he wanted to go to the wedding of one of them, even if he had to kidnap and marry her by force. He had his forces go after valiant twins going to capture one of them, so he sent him to the strongest, mightiest stallions after them. These fillies weren't just smart and strong, they were also beautiful. So when it was whispered to them which was up, what was up, they just laughed and said that the old stud is older than the hills, that he can't really think that we should go want to marry him. That doesn't make sense, but I'm not going to question it. So they went on to go get married, and there was no way taking it seriously until one day they were approached by 3 young stallions asking for the lessons in the arts. Actually, they were going already to the mostly skilled kingdoms in all of Equestria, and actually each thought that he or she could smart out the young mares and capture them by surprise, thus collecting the rich reward promised by King Sombra. The handsome red stud started being very friendly with Strawberry Rose, as she was called for being a pretty pink pony. The name fit very well, and she was taken quite by surprise. Also, he was spending a lot of time with her. They went for long, lazily walks and spent long times of hours together, and one another. Then they asked, "What is your first name?" And he replied, "Firestar," was, "What is yours?" And she said, "What is Strawberry?" Is actually Strawberry Rose. Meanwhile, in Ponyville, Blazing Moon was talking to a walk-in Ponyville town square. Was talking to, yeah, this person really made it hard for me to read. I'm telling you. They were at the town square of Ponyville, where Mayor Duell was at. Mayor was at. with the mask of the stallion named Night Shadow when one of the other two kidnappers came by holding Strawberry Rose hostage. Suddenly, the other kidnappers came by behind Blazing Moon, grabbed both of them and teleported them back to the two twins to King Sombra's hideout. Night Shadow and Firestar both used magic tricks to have the bad guys teleport the spells, which they were own teleportation spells that led to King Sombra's hideout. When they got out, the three bad guys attacked, but Night Shadow and Firestar used the magic to beat the kidnappers with the mind sweep spell. Okay, mind white sweep spell. Suddenly, King Sombra appeared out of a puffball of smoke, and he and the both twins were magic-proof cages. King Sombra said, "If you want the twins back, you will have to kill me first." Like that. Trying to put some enthusiasm again. Trying to not fail miserably either. Trying to be a little positive. So, other than that, what happens is, let's see. Oh yeah. You have to kill me first. Alright. They both said no, so be it. And then they fought King Sombra to the death, but when they thought all hope was lost, King Sombra was just about to beat them. They used their magical spells to kill King Sombra and free the twins, and they all lived happily ever after. So obviously the biggest thing, I mean, I don't have the greatest reading skills in the world, and shout out to this person that gave me this really amazing story to work with. I really appreciate his support. I'm sorry this is about a couple weeks late, but I saved it for a good time, and it's Halloween, so peace out with that. I really appreciate you coming to me to read this story. I don't have the greatest reading skills, but you know what? It's all good under the hood. I'm an amateur at this still. Besides this, it was really good grammar. Had a little bit of emotion into it. I was really invested into it. I kind of got a little emotionally involved with it myself. It was really amazing. I actually read this 10 times before, had to proofread it over and over, but there was no way of getting around it because I wasn't the one that wrote the story, but really amazing, hard-working effort that he tried to put in. Could be a little bit more harder, but you know what? I'm not going to judge too harshly. So it was a really amazing story. I'll put the link down below if you guys are interested, especially if you're a Trixie King Sombra fan, Sakura fan, Fluttershy fan, or any Cutie Mark Crusader fan, or hell, even a Twilight, Rainbow Dash, and Applejack fan, So that's pretty much all I had to say. So, oh yeah. Speaking of which, future videos, the only 4 requested videos I think is either Pokemon TCG openings, My Little Pony episode reviews if you want me to do that, and then the other 2 I mainly get the fan fiction ones, and last but not least, cartoon conspiracy theories. I get those at least once a week, maybe a month. So, hey, whatever cartoon theory I haven't done yet, let me know, or any other Pokemon thing that I haven't opened yet, let me know what it is, as long as it's not over $100, because if it is, unfortunately I can't get it, because that's extremely expensive. But other than that, once again, peace out, bros, women, bronies, and pegasisters. I will see you when I see you guys. Have a good day, have a good night, wherever you're at around the world. Don't drink, smoke weed at the same time. Don't do anything reckless. Happy Halloween if you're celebrating it. Trick or treat shit. Keep it calm, keep it cool, keep it chill, keep it collective. Until next time, guys, peace the fuck out. I'm gone. I'm getting the fuck out of here. You guys take it easy. Stay safe. I'll see you guys on the next one. More content, more new videos coming soon, all that good shit. And until next time, of course, stay safe and take it easy, everyone. I'll see you then, alright? I'm out, and goodbye.